Hi and welcome to another gaming video. And in today's video, it's a bit of a follow-on from a video I did a few weeks ago where I bought an emulation device, an Ambernic RG35XXH, and was very surprised to find that it had come stacked with games. So I think it came with about 5,000 to 10,000 games, ROMs for different systems: Sega, Sony, Nintendo, Bandai, SNK, Atari, you name it, it was on there. And I put a video out saying, how can companies like this get away with it? Because obviously these ROMs are, well, they're owned by somebody. And the video did quite well. It had kind of two trains of thoughts in the comments. One was, well, it's a Chinese product and that's what you get. They don't really care about copyright and who owns what, and that's how they get away with it. I kind of get that. But these are being sold in countries like here in the UK, where we do care about copyright law. So I just wondered how they were getting away with it, and how people like Nintendo especially, haven't gone after them yet. And then the second sort of train of thought on the comments was, have you looked through the ROMs to see what you've actually got? Because you'll find no Mario games. And I didn't believe that. I've not really looked at the list of games that come with it. But when I did look, it's true. There's no Mario titles on this Ambernic with all these ROMs loaded. So there's Game Boy games, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, N64, GameCube, and there are plenty of titles for those systems on this Ambernic, on the SD cards that it comes with, but no Mario titles. Now I thought that was quite interesting for a number of reasons. One of them is I hadn't even noticed. And secondly, it's not that there's no Nintendo games on there, or games that were developed by Nintendo, because there are plenty of Kirby games, there's plenty of Pokemon games, but there's just no Mario games. So no Super Mario, no Mario Kart, nothing like that at all for any of these systems at all. I thoroughly looked through all of the Game Boy games, the Game Boy Color games, the Game Boy Advance games, the DS games, and none of them contained any Mario ROMs. But it does contain actual Nintendo games, so it's a very interesting thing. Nintendo are the one that you need to be careful of, because they will go after anybody that tries to sell their games or rip them off in any way. I can understand why there are no Mario games, but I would have thought that would have been no Nintendo games at all. The rest of the consoles on there, they're old. I don't even know if anyone still owns the rights to those anyway, but people like Nintendo, who do like to resell bundles and put games on like the Switch service, they're going to lose out if people are getting these games for free on a £50 console. And there we go. This is just a short sort of follow-up video. I could really kind of understand it, putting all these ROMs on one of these sort of £10 cheap Chinese things that you can get from Amazon that's probably got no branding on it at all. But it struck me a bit odd that a big company like Ambernic, who they make solid consoles, they make a lot of them, they're a big brand, and they're still getting away with putting all these ROMs on a system. And well, yeah, but the long and the short of this video is, if you go and buy one of these systems, the majority of them will have no Mario titles. If you've got a different console, or if you picked up one of these cheapy ones, let me know if there are any Mario games on there, or if there are any Nintendo games on there at all. And by Nintendo games, I mean games that are developed by Nintendo, not games for Nintendo systems. So Kirby and Pokemon, for example, are Nintendo-owned IPs, just as Mario is. Yeah, let me know. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.